How to Get a Real Estate License in Ohio, the complete guide. Google's got 47 tabs open and you still don't know what to click first. Sound familiar? Relax. In the next 10 minutes, I'll swap the jargon for plain English and hand you a step-by-step calendar you can actually stick to. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly when you'll cash that first commission check instead of just staring at more browser windows. Here's the deal. $81 and a clean enough background check. That's your golden ticket into the Ohio Division of Real Estate's inbox. Forget either piece and your paperwork slides down to the bottom of the mountain. Stay with me. I'll walk you past that pothole and every other one so you can sit for the exam with zero surprises. Ohio keeps it short and sweet. 18 years old, high school diploma or GED, legal to work in the U.S., and no breach of trust felonies. Got an old conviction? Grab the court's final disposition today. The division looks at these at a case-by-case basis, and missing pages are the top reason files rot in limbo. You also need some fresh electronic fingerprints. Ohio's BCI plus FBI, taken within 10 days of dropping your envelope in the mail. Book the earliest Monday appointment you can. That way the results beat your application to Columbus instead of trailing it. Picture 4 Lego sets. Principles and practices, that's 40 hours. Ohio law, 40 hours. Appraisal, 10. Finance, 10 hours. Hondros, Columbia State, and a civil agent all run state-approved online modules you can chip away on after work. Nights and weekend. That pace is like 3 to 4 classes per week. Binge style, that's 6 weeks total. Only the final exam needs a proctor, so hoard all your PTO for test day, not quiz night. You can pass the exam solo, but you can't activate your license without a broker. So start interviewing now. Bring these 3 questions to every chat. What does new agent training look like for the first 90 days? After my first 12 closing, what's my split? And number 3, will you cover MLS and association dues in year 1? Jot these answers all on one sheet so you can compare apples to apples. Big franchises give brand power. Boutiques give higher splits. Decide what matters more and then sign when you pass. 1 envelope. That's it. Your education certificate, fingerprint receipt, and an $81 check or money order. No cash. Certified mail to 77 South High Street, 20th floor, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. The staff opens it in the date order, so expect your candidate information bulletin in roughly 10 to 14 business days if nothing's missing. 1 typo, even a middle initial mismatch, can trigger an email. So write neatly and always list an email address. After the bulletin arrives, you've got 90 days to schedule, or you'll pay that $63 exam fee again. PSI handles the tests. There's 120 questions, 3 hours. 70% is required to pass. The national chunk covers contracts, agency finance, and the Ohio chunk is all about license law, fair housing, and state disclosures. There's test centers located in Akron, Cincy, Cleveland, Columbus, Toledo, Troy, or even your living room if you've got a blank wall and internet. Each attempt costs $63. So prep your wallet like it depends on it. CompuCram's adaptive quizzes mimic the real vibe. Hit 80% on 3 random mocks in a row, and you're bulletproof. Let's tally up the time. Education, $550 to $800. Fingerprints, $70. Your application, $81. The exam, $63. In your first year MLS and board dues, $200. If you do the speed run, that's 6 weeks of school, 2 weeks processing, 1 week to test. So about 9-ish weeks in a row total. Average mortals finish in 2 to 3 months. Procrastinators push 4. Pick your goal, your closing date, circle it. Work backward and treat it like a client under contract, and you'll stay on track. If this roadmap just saved you a night of rabbit hole research, tap the like so that the next insomniac finds it fast. Got questions? Hondros versus Aceable, remote testing, whatever, drop them below. I'll answer every comment within a day. The second pass flashes, PSI pings the division, your license flips active within 24 to 48 hours, provided that your broker already exists and has added you into e-license. Ask for your NRDS ID and lockbox key the same afternoon. You can't tour buyers without them. Spin up your CRM, order those business cards, and announce on social media you're accepting buyers and listings. Momentum is money, and agents who snag a client in their first 30 days are twice as likely to hit six figures in 1 year. Number one, cheaping out on the E&O, that's a state minimum won't cover you on $1 million listing. Number two, ignore the CE. 30 hours every 3 years. Log credits from day one. Number three, ghosting the local board. There's free legal hotlines, contract updates, and you won't get blindsided by a $5,000 fine for old disclosures. Some questions: can I transfer from another state? The answer is only a handful reciprocate. Most folks still sit the full Ohio exam. Is there a retake limit? Good question. It is unlimited with a 24-hour cool-off, and then another $63 each swing at the test. Another question, separate the license for property management. Is there a separate license there? No. Your salesperson ticket covers it as if your broker allows that property management. So check with them. When do I see my first commission? Great question. Usually between 7 to 10 days after closing. Some brokers hold 5 extra for audit or ask up front first so that cash flow doesn't bite you. So now you own the exact checklist, the real world timeline, and every fee. Book your fingerprints this week. Crush that 120 hours and lock in the broker that matches your bank goals. Subscribe for the weekly exam hacks and first year income tips. Comment "I'm in," and once your application hits the mail, we'll cheer you on. You're in the next one. Now go crush those practice tests and let's get you licensed.